What's up, everybody? This is Jay Dimes, and this is another episode of Leave It on the Court with your boy, Jay Dimes, and my little bro, Giannis, where we talk basketball, everything basketball, NBA, everything covering basketball. And today's subjects will be the hate on Angel and Caitlin and how it coincides with the NBA league. We're going to talk about Drew Holiday signing. And we're also going to talk about Doug River, and them Bucks one time. So with that being said, oh, hold on before we get started. I need everybody to go to the Leave It on the Court podcast YouTube channel. I need you to like, subscribe, and share. Please make sure you do that. You know what I'm saying? We need them subs so we can get up there, man. We're trying to get up there, trying to get famous one time. So with that being said, where we at, Brody?
To me, the biggest news of the week, the Drew Holiday signing, man.
Mhm.
This is really cool. This is cool. Drew Holiday, for our viewers who don't know, has signed a contract extension worth up to $135 million for 4 years. This will take, to me, Drew Holiday through his prime. He's 33 years old. That'll take him through 37, and also set up the Boston Celtics to be able to compete for a title over the next 4 years or so. How you feel about the contract extension, big bro?
I feel like it's a good signing. I feel like he came in and fit the team, fit right into the team's concept and what they was trying to do. I feel like he gave them what they were lacking. Um,
Oh,
a defensive presence at the point guard position who also can set up the offense. I feel like he's a perfect fit. Age wise, this can become maybe a little bit uh, detrimental down the road. If they can't, because of his age, he's pretty much 100 in the NBA years. So when you turn like 37 and you're a point guard and you guarding all these dudes, especially in the East and these fast point guards that's coming up, it could be a liability right later on down the road. But as of right now, these next couple of years, they should be good. They put themselves in the position to make sure they have without unless he gets hurt. But they put themselves in a position to be able to have a good, strong defensive presence for the next couple of years. So I like the signing. You know, it was unexpected, but I kind of knew it was gonna happen though.
I it when you're a good dude, good things get done right by you.
Hmm.
It looks like
Sometimes, you know,
most of the
that's
time,
not
a lot of
a
that is true.
lot of the time, a lot
I
of the
would
time.
say people do tend to look out for you,
Yeah.
because he wasn't expecting to being traded from the Milwaukee Bucks. Him and his wife was in a good situation over there. Now, him with the Boston Celtics, what it looks like happened is if he kept his original contract, next year he was slated to earn almost 40 million with and that
Hmm.
included bonuses. Him taking this contract, that means it's only going to get paid 30 million next year, but this 135 million is guaranteed money. So it's him, um, Dre, and Al Horford, and I believe it's only like one more other guy has ever had a contract at this amount of money where it's all guaranteed money.
Hmm.
So even though he gave up his contract for next year, that means throughout these next 4 years, all this money is guaranteed now. Which he had a player option next year. Um, this solidifies him all the way through the age of 37 years old. He's going to be 37, making what 35 million. 35 million
Hmm.
as a 37-year-old man. And this is a person who is not like your number one option. This is just and I say just lightly, a point of attack defender, probably the best in the NBA, able to get money off of defense, essentially.
Hmm.
This is really cool to me, and this aligns this contract up with Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum slated to get a max deal, Kristaps Porzingis. All they got to do is bring him back. Boston is looking scary for the next 4 years, definitely.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, we got to see what this year turns out to be because, we've said this about Boston for the last 4 years. So we'll
Facts.
see, if this turns out to be something that really helps them put them over the hump to win the championship because it's always been something that's been keeping them from winning. It's always been one thing.
They
So
said,
hopefully this is the answer.
my bad.
Hopefully this is the answer. It's hard, man, being good for this long and not winning.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so it's like their cap is I have a viewer over here, Sky Ice Blue. She said, "It's what is their cap? They got enough money. If they paying him 135 guaranteed, then they should be cool."
That's actually a good question because what this does, him restructuring his contract like this and getting an extension, it's going to save the Boston Celtics upwards somewhere about 45 million next year in luxury tax. So him
Hmm.
taking about 10 million less is going to help that save that team 45 million. So that all that money is going to be made up on a back end for him because it's all guaranteed from the Celtics. So it's
Yeah.
scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Well, so that's protects him. So that means even if he's traded, that means that the Celtics still going to have to pay most of that contract, even if he
Right,
goes to another team. So
right.
he's super set.
This is pretty cool, man. And um, but I am looking at Boston because they did just lose 2 games in a row. Do you think it's more so they getting comfortable, or you think they just ready for the playoffs, or do you
I
think?
think everybody's in that. This is good to the playoff mode when you up in the top two and three. You know what I'm saying? Three and four and stuff like that because your position is pretty much solidified.
Especially
If you,
Boston.
yeah, like you got home court and stuff. You just pretty much going through the motions right now. Just trying to get through the end of this without getting hurt and stuff, which is what's best for the team. So if I was JT and them, I would be dialing back a little bit. Not that I'm trying to sell the fans short. It's just I'm trying to give you the best playoffs I can give you guys. You know what I mean? And so if I got to dial it back a little bit for us to go into the playoffs, but the only thing about that in the opposite direction, if you're a weaker team and you go into the playoffs, or you going into the playoff on a losing streak, it's not that good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you want to, when you're a lower team, you want to be going into the playoffs on some sort of run, kind of hot. So when you face, because you're guaranteed you're going to face the top two, three, four team. So you got to have some momentum going into the playoffs. So when you one of the teams that's up there, it's good to go into the playoffs with a momentum,
yeah,
but you also want to kind of like rest your players going in, cause so it's kind of like a give or take type thing, and you just got to choose what's best. If I'm Boston, I'm not really tripping off these last couple of games because it's only a game or two left. I want into the playoffs, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We lost some, we tried hard, boom, 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 and watch this playoffs when it start. I'm feeling like that. But the competitor in me is like, I want to win everything. You know what I mean? If I can go 82-0, I want to go 82-0. You know what I mean? But being that players have to have their body in a certain have at a certain point when they enter the playoffs and stuff like that. This is what's best for the team. If it was like they dialed it back and they lost, I hope they didn't try full bore and got their ass kicked. That was
yeah,
Now that's scary. If they try full bore and everybody was playing 30, 40 minutes and then they got their butt kicked, then I would be kind of like tripping. But if they kind of like took everybody out second half, third quarter, and like let the second people play and then they lost, then they ain't no big. You know?
if if the Boston Celtics don't win this championship, in your opinion, if you're the GM, are you firing Joe Mazzulla?
I'm not firing him, but I'm very super duper uber duper disappointed. Um, See, this is my problem with coaches getting fired after making final appearances. Why? I would like a reason why. Like, first of all, it's hard to get into the finals, regardless of who's coaching.
It
But
is.
to get there, and to once or twice within the last 2 or 3 years, and you've been the coach, that should count for something. Now, if you lost a team, you know, that's different. But if you still got the team and you're still getting them there, I don't think it's certain games in the playoffs, coaches don't matter. You know what I mean? Certain games in the playoffs, it's about the players.
Mm.
It's about, I put in the game plan. We've been kicking everybody ass all season. What's the difference now? So now it's like you boil it down to the players. Is it too big for you? Is the playoffs, are the playoffs too big for you? Can you not handle the situation? That's kind of like where I look at it. Unless you like Doc Rivers and you do obviously stupid things to hurt your team, like subs at the wrong time, running the wrong plays. Hey, wait, oh, that wasn't. Yeah, if you're doing stuff like that, then we're talking something different. But if your players just not showing up and you know the game plan's working and they just not executing it, that's on the players. Somebody got to have a Kobe moment. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we down by 6. Isolation. What's this? Everybody, get out the way. Next 6 points on me. You know what I'm saying? You got to have those moments when you're a top team. JT, Jalen, one of them dudes got to do that. Because the playoffs are about those moments. It ain't always about. It ain't about X's and O's. And your best players will tell you that in the NBA. It ain't about X's and O's in the playoffs because y'all playing each other 4 times. You know everything. I know everything you about to run. I know every screen you about to throw at me. Right? You can throw little, turns in each game, maybe change the play instead of going all the way through, stop and come back. Little things, but for the most part, they run the same system. So it ain't about X's and O's. It's about the players in the playoffs. Can you step up to this moment? Can you fight this crowd that's breathing on top of you? And all this stuff and make that free throw. That's what the playoffs is about. This is where men are made. You know what I mean?
I feel
So
that.
to me, I feel like when they fire coaches and stuff like that in the playoffs, I feel like it's not fair. I feel like players get scapegoated a lot of times. When you've been whooping everybody butt for the whole season and you go to the playoffs and you get out in the second and or first and second round, I don't believe that's the coach's fault.
Hmm.
Unless you unless you die.
What? Dude got something against Doc Rivers, man. We're
I
gonna
ain't
get
got
into
nothing
that.
against Doc. He's
We're gonna get
made
into that.
obvious dumb decisions in the playoffs. Like, it's not too many coaches you can pinpoint moments where you be like, that was stupid right there. Like, it's not too many. It's not too many. You know what I'm saying? And I hate hating on my brother, man. But you know what I mean? Since we had this conversation, it's a lot of them dudes in the league. You know what I mean? So you gotta call it what it is. This dude be doing some dumb stuff at the wrong time.
I
Hey, sup? You know what? Never mind. Oh, we lost. Oh, I'm
well,
getting I'm getting fired.
I don't see anybody. Shit. I don't see anybody in the way of Boston, at least not in the East. Anybody in the way of Boston Celtics winning the championship. Well, at least getting to the finals this year. And re-signing Drew Holiday is, to me, it's like a reassurance that this is our team, this is what we're rocking with, this is the direction we want to move in.
Yeah, that's what you want: consistency, continuity.
Right.
You
So,
know what I
so
mean?
to the Boston Celtics for understanding what you have at the point guard position, and salute to Drew Holiday, man. He
For
uh,
bringing another dimension, man. You know what I'm
dude,
saying?
dude, he he's he already has a ring. So you have somebody that's poised at the point guard position. He's an Olympic gold medal winner. He 2 3 time All Star. I'm happy for Drew Holiday, man. I really am. Knowing that he's going to get paid through him, that he's going to be in the NBA. Over these next 4 years.
Somebody said Doc gonna beat me up.
Yeah.
If I ever get famous, I'll put this on my child. I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna do the Doc voice in front of Doc. I
Hey,
swear to God, on my mama. Hey Doc,
somebody,
why
somebody
you
in my
make that
comments,
sub, son?
somebody in my comments is starting mess. Somebody said Drew Holiday is better than Dane.
Defensively, slap yourself. I just want to, hey, look, I love you, whoever you are, but slap yourself.
But slap yourself.
Slap
Yeah,
yourself.
he's
Town
a hell
shit.
of a defender.
Town shit. Man, look. I can almost guess who that is, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not. I'm
All
not
right. All
because.
right. he
But
he
yeah,
came back. He
I'm a
said who
true
got the
point
ring.
guard. I'm a true point guard. We got you highlighted. We got views. You went viral for our channel for that.
He said who got the ring. Yeah, Drew got a ring, but
Drew got a ring with who?
he got a ring with Milwaukee Bucks when they beat the Phoenix
Yeah.
Suns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, um, that's
Team
fine, but
like
rings don't make players. We've learned that. You know what I'm saying?
like
Because
LeBron said,
LeBron has changed that. You know what I'm saying? So
this is a
rings don't really
5-on-5.
matter as much. Look at look at the numbers, bro.
This-
Look at the numbers, man. That dude he's a 30-point threat. Yeah, defense is fine, but you got to have more points than the other guy.
Hmm. What do you say, Dame? Dame not winning. Had to get Uncle Drew back. Nah, come on, man. Come on, man. this is
It
it,
ain't
this
it
is a
ain't
5-on-5
Milwaukee.
game.
Milwaukee, it's Milwaukee. It ain't they coaching. It ain't nothing. It's their team. Their team is old in the wrong positions. Middleton, the center, Lopez. Um, uh, I think that you have to have a certain amount of youth on your team to bring some exuberance out the team. I think
Yeah.
their team is just, as somebody try to run a table, let's do it again because we did this last year. Some teams just need that change of pace. I really don't think Lopez should be starting. Porter should be starting. It's a few things that um, I think. I don't think Middleton. I think Middleton is a six man, to be honest, at this point in his career.
Right now,
Um,
okay, yeah.
so yeah,
Let's get into it then. All right,
yeah.
Milwaukee Bucks, Doc Rivers and them. They've been struggling as of
I
late.
can't win with nobody. What the hell? How is it? I had envy. I can't win. I had.
Come on, man.
I got Giannis. I can't win. I didn't even ask for this job.
Come on, man. Since the
What?
All Star break,
When are you gonna notice I can't win? I have Blake Griffin in his prime. CP3. DeAndre. I can't win. I'm the only coach in the world that I lost all my 3-1s.
come
Why
on,
y'all
man.
keep hiring me?
It okay. In your opinion,
It's
is
done.
Doc at least a middle of the pack coach?
What? No, hell no.
Not even the middle of the pack. You just he think he's below average.
No, he's trash. I've told you this before. And the only reason why I say this is because he's proven it. I don't have to really like put 2 on the 10, put no extras on it or nothing. I just like his voice. I'm trash. Just face it, I'm trash. I can't coach. I'm too old for the game. I'm sitting up here running pick and rolls and 2-3 defense. I'm trash.
What
Dude,
would do? He do have a championship ring.
because of the players. It wasn't because of me. It was because of Kevin Gardner was coming to the practices and he was punking everybody. Like, you miss a shot, you got to meet me in the parking lot, punk. And everybody was scared to miss a shot. That even Paul.
Even Paul.
And Paul was bringing hoes to the dang stuff and had
Uh,
everybody all in. Everybody was all together and camaraderie. All I had to do was sit there and watch him play. I didn't have to coach. And then I had a coach on the court with Rondo, so I didn't even need to help him. He already knew. He was telling me to shut up. I didn't tell. That wasn't in the That wasn't in the
the
That wasn't in the
documentary.
reports. That wasn't in the reports. But that was happening. He was like, "Shut up, Doc. I got this. You messing up." It was like
Actually, it
that.
was
That
Rondo
was a
even said
real.
he
That's
was
a real
changing
thing.
plays.
That's a real thing.
Yeah,
That
that's a real thing.
we're not.
Yeah.
Rondo was like, "I am not going to Ray. I'm going to Garnett, bruh. Chill." Like, that's why they won that championship. And as you can see, when it came down, when Kevin Garnett got old, and it came down to coaching, dun dun dun, dun,
Um,
like, you know what I'm saying? So he had the White took him to the finals, and Kobe basically beat his ass by himself.
it
Like, um,
so I
I
mean, in
mean,
your opinion, do you think Dame needs to do the same thing? Like
I
like
think Dame is.
the same?
Oh man, I hate to say this right now because it's town business all day. This is where coaching come in. Dame needs to be hitting on defense, and Doc hasn't figured that out yet.
He since okay. Since the All Star break, even though they have been having a losing record, their defense has gotten a lot better. Statistically, their defense has gotten a lot better. It's their offense that's been suffering.
I love you, brother. You know that. You know I love you.
They're
Because
actually
that don't mean shit if you lose it. It don't mean shit. It don't mean shit. It
I'm
don't mean
just
nothing. I understand what you're saying. The statistics state that they're a better defensive team, but the score doesn't. At the end of the day, what matters?
W's.
The score, right?
W's. Yes,
So,
wins.
if your defense got better, but your offense got worse, but your offense is supposed to be way better than your defense, what are we talking about?
We're only talking about this because you said Dame needs to get better on defense. I'm telling you, they actually got better
Yeah.
on defense. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, they ain't but
I'm just saying, is he really better on defense if the team is still scoring more than them? I feel like stats lie sometimes. I feel like
mhm.
this is a perfect example of stats lying right now. I think they're pushing to be a defensive team, and the media is trying to give them something. Like, well, at least they're playing. The defense is up by 15%, 10%, but it's not equaling out to win. So your defense isn't really healthy because the point of the game is to stop the other team from scoring more than you. So if you're still losing, that means the team is scoring more than you.
Yeah.
So is your defense really that good if the team is scoring more than you? You know what I mean? So your like they can't give or take anything with Milwaukee, and that's what seems to be the problem. And it's a combination of things. I think the offense hasn't bought in the Doc. I mean, and the defense is pretty much has picked up. They took it upon themselves that I'm going to play defense. But
Mm.
the offense, I think a lot of times when you like Giannis and Dame, you think, all right, I'm finna just come in here and drop 40 on somebody. I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Then when you actually start playing and it's not working out like that, all right, it is working out that like that for you, but ain't nobody else doing nothing. It equals out the losses. You know what I mean? And I feel like with Middleton being still trying to get back in playing shape, we get an up and down Beasley. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't think they played Porter enough. I think they need to run the offense through him. Actually, at this point, Porter,
Oh, Bobby
because
Portis.
by Portis, my bad, Bobby Portis. I think they should run the offense through him um, instead of Dame because they're going to be doubling and tripling Dame now that Giannis is out. And he's probably going to be out probably for the first week of the playoffs, at least the first two games. So they should run the offense through Portis. I think that would be a great confidence boost for him. And I think he got that dog. He improved before. Like he ain't scared of nobody, you know? So
Look, I was, in my opinion, and I've never been an NBA coach or a coach at any level. Let me put that out there. But in my very humble opinion, let Dame be the number one option. Dame should be the number one option. Dame has, with far less, have gotten more than what he's
100%.
gotten out of the Milwaukee Bucks currently constructed. I don't know. Giannis is still getting his same stat line. He's actually in the MVP talks, but I think Dame is the scarier option on offense.
Well, they ain't got no choice right now if we're going to talk about a typical, like, they don't really have no choice. But with that being said, once again, we're talking about the playoffs. Now their plays have been cut into half because their main option is out. So all the defense is going to be focused on Dame. He's going to get the best defense he's ever seen this first couple of games. So this is why you run a game plan for Bobby Portis. If I'm a coach, I'm doing something they ain't looking for. I'm trying to find that one thing. Even though we talking about Doc, he's going to run it through Dame because he's an idiot. But if I'm him, I'm running the ball through Bobby. He's my Jokic. He's that MB dude. You know what I mean? I need him to be at full capacity confidence. You know what I mean? Because if Dame has one bad game and Bobby don't score 25 or more and Middleton don't score 19 and Beasley don't put up 10 or 12, they're going to lose bad. They're going to lose bad. You know, if you run an offense, because Dame will take all them shots. Got to have the other people on the team confident and ready to play and ready to take them shots and feeling it in order for that team to be good. And unfortunately, it's gonna be hard. And when you got somebody who can't really coach behind you, it's gonna be really hard. Cause this is about Doc. This ain't about them. This is about Doc and his coaching style and how he seems to come to a team. He can get through the regular season, but he can't seem to give the team that extra boost, get them over the hump in the playoffs. This is about his sub decisions. This is about his play calling certain play decisions. You can't do nothing conventional. This is not a conventional thing because you don't have your other star player. So you have to do something unconventional in order to beat whatever team. Because whoever they face in the first round is going to come through hungry because they're the last team. So they covering for blood. You know what I mean?
I I see what you're saying. You're trying to surprise the other team by making Bobby Portis the number one option. Only problem is Bobby Portis has never ever been a number one option. He's never even been a number two option. Dame has actually gotten a team damn near by himself to the Western Conference Finals in the Western Conference. you
Yeah.
got an All Star, you got an Olympic gold medalist, you got a first All NBA guy,
but he's not the same guy.
Let him do it. The only reason why I will say this, and Dame is going through a divorce.
That's what
Dame
I was
is
gonna
dealing
say.
with the
Yeah,
city. Dame is going through a child custody battle. Dame is had trying to find somewhere to live. He trying to get accustomed to a new offense. This is the second coach in the same year. So I understand somewhat why he's struggling. Um, somewhat. But
basketball is basketball, man. When you're on the court, you know what I'm saying. That's supposed to be your sanctuary. All that stuff ain't supposed to matter when you playing ball. Like I know I didn't think about none of that when I was playing ball. When I was going through things in my life, trials and tribulations with, family, friends, anything. When I got on the court, none of that stuff mattered. No, I didn't think about none of that stuff. All I thought was about the dude that was in front of me and that basket. That's it. So I don't know a player who doesn't call it their sanctuary. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm on the basketball court, I'm not thinking about none of that. So I don't. That's an excuse.
all I'm saying is, I if someone was having struggles, I would understand why it would be him. But according to his numbers, he really not. It's not him. It's not him. So yeah, it
I think
does
it's
seem to be the
Middleton,
coaching. But Middleton he's only played like 40 games tops this season.
but I'm saying, I mean, when you're on the court, you know the rule.
When he's been on the court, he's been okay. He hasn't been
That's
playing
not good for a
Middleton
team that's
level.
in the position.
Yeah, and that's true. So like when I look at the struggles and why they're struggling. First of all, I'm not starting Malik Beasley at the two. He's not a starter to me. You got Dame 6'2", Beasley 6'3". That's your backcourt. When you got honestly, I'd probably be starting Pat Connaughton at the two, or even turn Marjon Beauchamp into my two. Only problem is with Beauchamp, you would have to turn him into a defender, and that might damage the type of player he want to be because he shown flashes of being able to score
Oh,
20.
he can shoot. He can
Yeah,
shoot.
man. So
He
I
can
don't know
blaze
how
it.
you
I
feel
think
about
he should start over Middleton. I think they should bring Middleton off the bench and they gotta start Beasley because he's the only 3 point threat that stretches the floor. Because right now they need to stretch the floor. They don't have um no post game right now. So if you got Lopez, Portis, Beecham, Beasley, and Dame, you got to spread the floor. You can't because like you don't because Giannis usually creates a box, you know, but Portis can shoot threes, Lopez can shoot threes. You know what I mean? So with Middleton, I feel like he's more of a mid range guy. So you bring him off the bench as a change of pace.
he can
Of
shoot
course,
that
that's not gonna
three.
happen.
He just injury prone like a
But
mofo, boy.
but that's what I mean. I mean, well, what first he was, but now it's just I think it's just age. It's catching up. Everybody body goes through different things at different stages in the NBA, and I think his age is fine. Age along with injury is finally catch up to him because he went crazy that little them 2 years on the final run and stuff. He was going
Yeah,
crazy,
he was looking
and
like
so
Kobe in them damn finals. Boy, that boy
and
is
so
off, going crazy.
So, when you like I say, when you that old, you 100 in the NBA. So when you exerting all that energy, he gave it all. He gave everything he had. You know what I mean? And as you can see, it's been wear and tear on his body for the last year or two.
Have you ever been watching a particular team, and every game you watch of that particular team, there's a particular guy that it just seemed like every time you see him shoot, he miss. Like Malik Beasley is that dude to me. Like every time I see him shoot, he always missing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because even when I was, when he was with the Lakers and stuff, it was like he's a great shooter. He shoot 40%.
Right.
I never seen him make a shot when I watched the
Never.
Laker game last year. I was like, does he ever make it? Like ever?
And
Like,
they
but then
jacking
they
that
say
hole up.
he's, but then when you're not watching him, they like he's one of the top 23 point shooters in the league, and I'm like, where, when,
How?
how,
When? I never seen.
Why is he in the 3 point contest? Slap yourself. Stop.
Dog, dog. I don't even think I saw him make a shot in the 3-point contest. If I'm keeping a
Uh,
book, I didn't see it, bro. I don't know what y'all talking about. So, dude be off, and
Yeah,
he
a perfect examples of stats do lie, man. Percentages lie. I don't care how much of 40% you look. Yep, my eye test says you can't shoot, buddy. Sorry.
and he got. I ain't gonna lie, he got a weird form where that guide hand looks like this, like after he's like after the follow through. It's weird. I'm not I'm not sold on Beasley. I think he's a guy that come off the bench, honestly. And if he can fill it up, if he's hot that particular game, then so be it. He's hot, but he's not a starter. So anyway, you're looking if you're the GM for the Milwaukee Bucks, you're looking for a new coach next year.
Um, Personally, yeah, but um,
I'm mad they got rid of Asia.
I think they need a. I think they need a young, like a younger.
A younger dude.
I really don't understand why they fired Adrian Griffin. I really think that was more of a personal thing. I think he might have personally attacked a particular guy that the team like or whatever or something like that. I think it was more something like that than his actual coaching because, like I said, they had a winning record. Even though their defense was lacking, they still was doing better than what they're doing right
They
now.
were.
But they need a guy like that. They need a guy with some command, some type, like a Willie Green type
Willie Green. Okay,
coach,
I like Willie Green.
like that type of dude. Maybe Brandon Malone type dude, like an
Man,
energetic young, middle aged, like 45-ish dude. You know
that's
what I'm
like getting
saying?
my dog Mark Jackson.
I
Get my dog Mark
Udoka
Jackson.
would have been perfect
Oh hell
for
yeah,
Milwaukee.
hell
If
yeah.
they could have freaked that, that would have been the perfect coach for Milwaukee, Udoka, because he's gonna hold everybody accountable, and he don't play. You know what I mean? And he don't care if you're a star or not. So that would have been the best pick for them, but that's not the case. So I ain't bringing back Doc for nothing. He hasn't. Why? I don't even know why he's coaching the team right now. Like, I really don't understand it. Like, like, I'm trash.
I think
I'm the only coach that lost all my 3-year ones. Why are you hiring me? He even said it himself. I don't know how I got the job.
I think this is what he was
I
talking
came
about
here to help, dude.
when he said I wouldn't wish this on nobody. Like coming into mid season like this and taking a team that just got a star and they immediately got championship.
But how stupid does that sound, though? If you're a coach, that's the position you want to be in.
Not mid
I don't want
season.
to. I don't want to. I don't care if it's mid-season or not. I got Giannis. I got Dame. I'm jumping at that opportunity. I don't care what part of the season it is. You
Mm.
tripping? You tripping? Like I don't. You tripping? Like I don't care what he talking about, what he's saying, or whatever. If I got Giannis and Dame, I'm enthusiastic about this job. I'm thinking of new plays. I'm thinking of all kinds of stuff I ain't never ran before. Because I got maybe one of the greatest power forwards ever and one of the greatest point guards ever. You know what I mean? Like respect goes a long way. We're not running that today, Dame. We're not running that today, Giannis. You know what I mean? And I feel like he ain't got that. I feel like that Giannis and them still do what they want to do, and they need a coach that won't allow that.
I'm happy that the MRI showed that Giannis Achilles is still fully intact. So they calling it just a calf strain for right now. Um,
We heard that before.
yeah, especially as a Golden State fan, man, seeing what happened to
Clay
KD in the finals, and
and KD, yeah.
yeah, seeing what happened to KD tearing his Achilles, man. I'm hoping that
Calf strains, if that's what it is, leads to Achilles tears because that's what it's attached to. So I don't care what anybody say. This is Achilles thing, and if he comes back, he's gonna threaten his career. Honestly, because that's the next thing now. Even if it ain't that, he's gonna be overcompensating on the other leg, which can also be dangerous
How
for his
much rest
career.
do you give him? Do you if you're the you say
If
what?
we if we up 2-0, I ain't coming back game three.
Okay.
If we lose 2-1, he's still not coming back game four. The 2-2, then we come back. Then he comes back. If we go 3-1, he doesn't play.
Yeah, so we know they're going to miss he's going to miss the remainder of the regular season, which is I think they only got one more game left. This next
Hmm.
week is just the play-in games, and then after that, they get a week off before the playoffs even start. So he'll at least get 2 weeks.
Hmm.
And let's say he missed the first two games. I'm hoping they don't play the Sixers first round because they play the Sixers first round.
That's crazy that the Sixers are can be in the eighth spot and have to play a team with Embiid coming back and start and finding his stride at this time. That they are probably the most dangerous eighth seed.
Probably. Um, um,
And this boy, what Maxi been having like 40 something ridiculous.
Actually, I'm looking at the Eastern Conference standings. The Sixers done made it up to the sixth seed. They might not even play. They might not even be in the play-in. They got a
Well,
chance
that's
to get
good.
the sixth seed, right? Oh,
Well,
ah! Congratulations to my dog Allen Iverson on getting a statue in Philly. That
oh,
shit cool.
yo, that's big.
Yeah, man. Iverson
That's
got and they
big.
got him hitting the crossover pose too in Philly. Oh,
Oh,
it's cold. I was
yeah,
kind of at first I was
that's my
disappointed.
thug thing. You already know, crossover code,
They got him in
boy.
the crossover on the statue. Um,
Yeah.
they was saying that they was kind of clowning because the statue was kind of small. But if you but the other statues, if you look at the other statues in Philly, they all that size. So yeah, they got Iverson with the headband and the cornrows hitting the crossover, man.
That's fire. I gotta look that up. That's why I'm mad I missed that. That's my dog right there. My
Yeah.
goal in life was to I wanted to play him. That was my only goal in life was to hit him with his own move. I never got the opportunity. But that's what I played ball for. I'm gonna go to the league and I'm gonna hit this dude with his own crossover. Da da da. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
funny because
That
we
was
used to practice that bitch like for
yeah.
hours straight.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a boy. You don't know how many people I put on the pockets. I put on their pockets with that thing, boy. Put you on your pockets real fast.
That
Yeah.
damn crossover, man. So yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Allen Iverson, man. That's dope. I know I've seen personally somebody watch a game, and particularly a LSU game, to see one particular player fail.
Mhm.
And would and when she would succeed, I get a text message. I hate that bitch. She trash. I don't know why she ain't gonna be nothing in the WNBA. Talk about player hate just a little bit for me, bro.
Well,
I
um,
don't get it. I don't understand it. It don't compute to me, man.
allow me to explain. When you're somebody who can't do the things that you see people doing, it's gonna be some type of envy, and you know. Some people is healthy, you know, and for some people they just can't stand to see a winner, somebody doing something they couldn't do. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And that's where the hate comes in. Because I can't explain no other way. Why would you be mad at somebody who's good at something? I love this even goes let's go back a year. Let's go back to when Angel won the championship and she was doing this. The game before, or even maybe even during that game, The young lady that did the same thing didn't get the same scrutiny. You know what I mean? The reason why Angel Reese got all the scrutiny is because she's, baddie, but showing her watches and you know what I mean? So
Bruh.
people hate that. Hate the fact that you have confidence in yourself. Hate the fact that you believe in yourself. It's really sickening, to be honest. Because really at the end of the day, confidence is what makes you great. Because you ask any sports player across any sport, once you lose your confidence in something, it's over for you. Once you don't believe you're great, you're done. So a part of being great is that cockiness, talking that smack, doing these things like that, because you put pressure on yourself to have to win and have to complete this task. And it's healthy. It's healthy pressure. You know what I mean? I'm talking smack because I know I'm finna whoop your ass. You feel me? And ain't nothing wrong with that. And the problem is the people who can't do that, who ain't never had that moment in their life, ain't never been in that position in their life, ain't never had an opportunity to leave with the baddest chick, ain't never had the opportunity to win a championship, ain't never had the opportunity to walk in the room and be the baddest person in there and didn't have to say it. That's where the hate lies. You know what I mean? And I feel bad for all of you guys. You know what I mean? That girl, that young lady, Caitlyn, is the rawest female I've seen in the last 3, 4 years. I can say Angel Reese, one of the baddest females I've seen in the last 3, 4 years. You gotta give people their props where and their credit where credit is due. You gotta give greatness love because it gives you something to aspire to. It gives you something to want to be like. You know what I mean? And when people take the low road, whatever pocket of life they in, you deserve to be there.
Mm.
You know
I've
what I'm
seen,
saying? Even if you think you're doing good mentally, you deserve to be there. Because if you have that much hate in your heart to where you can just hate somebody because they're great at something, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Now I understand loving your team and stuff like that. That's a different thing.
that's a
But
different thing.
when it becomes personal, where you don't like this particular person because they good, stop them. Stop them. To call the person that you love the most that's sitting up there guarding them, that team that you love, tell them to stop her. Tell them to stop her. Don't be mad at her. Tell them to practice more. Maybe you should learn how to shoot from from half court. Tell it to while you should be telling them that instead of wasting your time on hating on somebody else. You should be trying to figure out to reach out to people that's getting their ass whooped. How about that? Use that energy for that. You feel me? You become a better person. I promise you. But
Um,
I
I,
thought,
I get a joke. Okay, somebody will tell a joke, you laugh, and you move on.
mhm,
When a person harp on something, it becomes a narrative or hate, and it's coming in particularly from you, like the LeBron James narrative that he's a crybaby. Like I keep seeing the little cries and the memes and why he keep crying. He's a crybaby. And then it turns into he's soft and you didn't just say it once. Every time he turned to talk to a referee, oh LeBron's crying now. Every time he's holding his knee or holding the back of his head, oh he's soft. Somebody could have took that and ran with it. To me, it is hate.
yeah, just hate, bro.
It
It's
is.
like Cat Williams say when you walk in a room and it's just stomach just turn, you got that face like I don't like that guy. Like you're
I,
like, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you? Like, why are you even focused on? It's flattering that you focused on me like that, but why? Why? Is your life that lost that you're concerned with me? I can honestly say, and you've experienced it because we've been around each other our whole life. I'm not a hater, bro. I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I don't care what none of you dudes do. Honestly, I really don't. Because I know I shine when my position where I'm at. I know I'm loved where I'm at. I know I'm respected in the family I'm in. You feel me? So I can care less what the outsider thinks. With my sister, with my brother, my mother. my big cousins and all that stuff, the people that I grew up with, that I get the utmost respect from. That's only, and I really don't really care about what y'all think, but I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also going to bring the energy to where y'all ain't gonna have to worry about me being a certain way to where you got to think about me in a certain light.
Hmm.
So I ain't got time to hate on nobody. I got too much going on in my life to be sitting up there worrying about what the next dude is doing. And people need to find that niche in themselves. Find whatever makes you happy and focus on that. If you got something to say about somebody, fine. When we talk basketball and I'll be like somebody trash or whatever and like that, we just talking basketball eye test, what I see. I'm not hating on nobody. I want all these dudes to win. I want them all to have contracts. But if we're talking about basketball in the sense of basketball in the area of basketball we're talking about and what I see on the court, that's what I'm talking about. But I don't want
Hmm.
none of these dudes to not be in the league. I don't want none of these dudes to not get paid. I want them to deserve to get paid. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
In your opinion, what Diana Taurasi said about Caitlin Clark, do you think she a hater and saying like reality is coming?
Oh, that's haterade, bro. She's a UConn Husky. She UConn all the way. You know what I mean? Her team got slapped by basically one person, and she feeling some type of way. I don't care what anybody's saying. That's that's purely what that is, because she's super UConn. If anybody know Diana, she is super UConn. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like that came from her team getting whooped. I feel like that was from one of them places, because she has to know that girl finna come in there and whoop y'all ass. Don't even front. Don't front. She finna give y'all double nickels and everything from half court. Like, I'm just letting you know right now. She different. She different. That girl is different. And you put on a team with a score like her,
I
it can be bad for people.
So her exact statement was, I'm gonna read it to you. This was Diana Taurasi talking about Caitlin Clark. She said, "You look superhuman playing against some 18-year-olds, but you're going to come to play with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time."
Well, I want to
That's
know, when does everybody become 18 in the college rate? I don't think anybody she played in that tournament was 18.
when
Maybe two or three players. Everybody was probably what, 20, 21, 22? What is she talking about?
I think she's drawing the difference between the amateur rankings and the pro rankings when it comes to basketball. So she's saying, yeah, you
Unfortunately,
raw on a collegiate level, but when you come to play these grown women, we're gonna see if you're
all
still
right.
superhuman.
See, she's finna make me be a hater, because it's a couple of them college teams that come there and whoop some of the WNBA teams' ass. I don't even gonna.
Uh
We're gonna
oh.
leave that at that.
Uh oh.
We're gonna leave that at
Uh oh.
that. Facts. I, I, I would love to see a WNBA team go against the UConn team 5 times. I would love to see one of them teams go up against the South Carolina team 5 times. Let's see how that's gonna go.
I I can't wait to the young lady gets to the WNBA, man. And I also feel like they need to go ahead and implement or etch out this girls got to play 3 years collegiate before they can go to the WNBA. I think they need to cut that down, like
I
and
don't believe.
match what the men is doing to 1 year. Let them do one and done. Let Angel Reese, Juju, Caitlin, old chick from South Carolina, uh, go ahead and let them join the WNBA first year out. You don't think
No.
so?
I think the WNBA feeds off the college energy. The college energy is being able to fall in love with somebody. You need a year or two for that. You need 3 years, 3 years. You know what I'm saying? That's why these players have so much love going into the league. after all this time, the Angels and the Caitlins, and it shows that you can consistently be good. You know, so when you do go at the NBA, you're not thinking you're getting a bad product. You've seen this player consistently kick ass for 3 years, so you expect her to come in. It gives her more of a following going into the WNBA, which they need. They need this kind of love. Caitlyn, I guarantee, is going to up the numbers in TV views. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Angel, especially when they play each other, the views is going to skyrocket when they play each other. You know what I mean? And it's only because they developed this following from college. You know what I mean? The issue with the players in the NBA now is they don't have to stay in college for more than 1 year. And a lot of these dudes come in one and done and get lost in the system because they're not really ready to play because they babies basically. You know what I mean? And that's why the men's college basketball has fell off. With the NIL now, I don't feel as bad about players playing in college because you can get paid for it now. Stay your ass in college. Become a man. Get them bars on you. You know what I'm saying? Before you try to jump up in the league and you playing with these grown ass men and trying to get paid. Because now you can get paid 5, 10, 15 million and still get your education too. Because that's important. A lot of these dudes, that go to the league straight 18 years old, they fall off and you got no education either. You know what I mean? So use this opportunity to do more than just you were playing for if basketball fails. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that I feel like the man should stay 2 years, 3 years to get these same type of backings because the players that we grew up loving, the Christians, the Grant Hills, the Iversons, all these dudes stayed 2 and 3 years in college and stuff. And we followed them, Ray Allen, we followed them all through those years. And when they got to the NBA, they were men. They weren't babies. You know what I'm saying? They were young, but they were men. So they came in with game Tim Duncan, perfect example. He stayed pretty much almost all 4 years in college. When he came in playing like he'd been playing in college for 4 years, like he's a grown man. I know how to handle grown men. You know what I'm saying? So I really think it's the opposite. I think that I think the college and WNBA need this because these eyes bring fans to their sport.
Uh, I I agree to most of your point, and I have a different opinion about some of it because I think some people are ready.
Mhm.
I think some people are ready even after high school. LeBron, Kobe, KG, Dwight Howard. Some of them, you know,
Mhm.
they going to the NBA no matter what.
Kobe wasn't ready though.
Kobe wasn't ready, but he got ready.
LeBron wasn't ready. He could have been. He could have did a year or two of college.
Hell no, LeBron
You
was ready.
know,
You
uh,
can't tell me
uh,
21-7-7 out the gate ain't ready. Out the
but when
gate.
you got the ball 90, but you still had a losing record and you got the ball out the gate, so you're supposed to do that. I'm not saying that he was. I'm saying that a year or two of college would have gave him the eyes that he needed to keep that record over 500. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, let that LeBron was ready. I don't even think that's a debate. You come straight out of high school averaging 21-7-7, and you already
He's the
6'1".
only person with the ball though.
Actually, his teammates was like he can come ride the bench. He can't help us
Yeah,
win.
but I'm saying, but when he got there, the coach said, "Y'all can ride the bench. I'm gonna get it straight."
You see this? You see him? You ride the bench.
Matter of fact, you can go.
You can
Trade
right.
that
You
cat.
pack your
Like,
bag.
you know what I'm
Forget it.
saying?
Pack your
Trade
bag.
that dude. You know what I'm saying? Get him up out of here with your
He
dark
just
skinned
jumps from the
ass.
3 point line and dunk. You pack your bags and go.
Yeah, we got a trade for you. You go to the Blazers.
Yeah.
While you
You
watch
passing
this
the
dude.
ball, you getting traded. You passing the ball, you getting traded now. No, dude. Dude was ready. I
Shout out to Darius. Ah, yo,
I
yo.
think the imagine had after that championship game with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and them. Imagine how they went to the WNBA the very next year. The WNBA would be making more money, straight up. Damn.
I don't think that. I don't think that. It's been an
Yeah,
hour. It's been an hour.
it's been an
Time to
hour.
break off. Well, I would like to thank everybody to joining us for another episode of Leave It on the Court podcast. I am Jay Dimes. This is my little bro, Giannis. I need everybody to go to our YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe to the channel, share, hit that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? Leave It on the Court podcast is the name of the channel. Brother, I love you. It's always a
You
pleasure
too,
talking
big
to
bro.
you, especially we talking sports, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we just left it on the court until next Saturday. That's game.
That is game.